Have you ever wondered why some people can break free from living paycheck to paycheck while others stay stuck in the same cycle forever? Why some people making $40,000 a year manage to invest and build wealth, while others making $100,000 are drowning in debt every month? The answer might shock you. It's not about how much you make. It's not about being born into a wealthy family. And it definitely isn't about luck. It's about something way more powerful that's sitting inside your head right this moment: your money mindset. Today, I'm sharing 5 mindset shifts that can completely transform your relationship with money. These are based on the teachings of T Harv Eker, one of the world's leading experts in wealth psychology. You can start applying these today, no matter how much you have in your bank account right now. Ready to discover what really separates people who build wealth from those who complain that money is hard? Let's dive in. Mindset shift. Number 1, you actually deserve to be wealthy. This might sound obvious, but let me ask you an honest question. When you see someone driving a brand new car, living in a beautiful house, or traveling to amazing places, what's the first thought that pops into your head? If you're like most people, you probably think something like, must be nice to have rich parents, or they're probably drowning in debt, or some people get all the luck. You know what that reveals? Deep down, you don't believe you deserve wealth. And here's the brutal truth. Until you believe you deserve to be wealthy, the universe is going to keep you exactly where you are. You have a brain capable of solving problems, creating solutions, and learning new things. You have hands that can work, build, and create value for other people. You're not different from any millionaire out there. The only difference is that they believe they deserve wealth. And you don't. But that changes today. Because the truth is, you don't just deserve to be wealthy. The world needs you to be wealthy. When you have money, you can help your family. You can support causes you care about. You can create jobs. You can be an example for your kids. Being broke isn't a virtue. Being broke is a limitation. And you weren't born to live with limitations. So say this with me right now. I deserve to be wealthy. I deserve financial abundance. I deserve to live the life of my dreams. Did you say it? Good. Because that's the foundation for everything that comes next. Mindset shift. Number 2, fear is your wealth's biggest enemy. Fear of investing in the stock market, fear of starting a business, fear of leaving the comfort of your 9 to 5, fear of losing money. But here's the secret most people don't know. You only feel fear when you're thinking about the future. Fear only shows up when your mind travels to the future and starts imagining worst-case scenarios. What if I lose money? What if it goes wrong? What if I fail? But here's the thing. To build wealth, you need to take action, and action always happens in the present. So what's the solution? Put your vision in the future, but your action in the present. Let me give you a real example. You want to invest in the stock market, but you're scared. Instead of imagining all the ways it could go wrong, focus on what you can do today. Today, you can spend 30 minutes learning about investing. Tomorrow, you can open an account with a brokerage. Next week, you can invest $50 in an index fund. See how much easier it gets when you focus on the present? The secret is always asking, what's the next step I can take right now? And if fear still shows up, act anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is acting despite the fear. Recent research from Georgetown University studied 2,000 people and found that those who practice financial mindfulness, meaning they stay present with their money decisions, make way better choices and have higher credit scores. Focus on the present. Take one step at a time. You'll get there. Mindset shift. Number 3, dream big. Start small. If you want to get rich, you need to think big. Want to have $1 million invested? Want the freedom to travel the world without worrying about money? Awesome. Think big. But here's the secret most people miss. You need to start small. Too many people have the dream of getting rich, but when they look at their current reality, they panic. How am I going to get $1 million when I can barely save $100? And they give up before they even start. But you know what? Every millionaire started with their first dollar. Warren Buffett bought his first stock at 11 years old. It cost $38. Today, he's worth over $100 billion. Sarah Blakely started Spanx with $5,000 of her own savings. Now she's a billionaire. They all started small, and you can do the same thing. Want to invest? Start with $50 a month. Want to start a business? Begin by selling something you already know how to do. The secret is always focusing on the next step, not the final destination. What's going to be your first step today? Mindset shift number 4. You control what everything means. Here's a truth that can change your life forever. Nothing has meaning except the meaning you give it. And that includes your relationship with money. Money is just paper or numbers on a screen. It has no power by itself. You give money its power through your beliefs. If you believe money is the root of all evil, your mind will sabotage any attempt to get rich. If you believe rich people only exploit poor people, you'll never allow yourself to become wealthy. But if you believe money is a tool to create freedom, your mind will look for ways to get more. If you believe wealthy people add value to the world, you'll want to become one of them. See the difference? The same financial situation can be viewed in completely different ways. Having little money can mean I'm a failure, or it can mean I'm at the beginning of my journey. Losing money on an investment can mean investing is dangerous, or it can mean I just learned a valuable lesson. You choose the meaning, and the meaning you choose determines your actions. Your actions determine your results. So here's my question for you. What meaning are you giving to your current financial situation? Because when you change the meaning, you change your reality. Mindset shift number 5. Everything happens for you, not to you. When something bad happens financially, you have 2 choices. First choice, complain, play victim, and stay stuck in the situation. Second choice, ask how can I use this to my advantage? The first choice makes you weak. The second makes you strong. You lost your job. Instead of just complaining, ask, how can I use this to create a better income source? Maybe it's the opportunity to start that business or switch to a better career. You lost money on an investment? Instead of just feeling sorry for yourself, ask, what can I learn from this? America has been through multiple economic crises. The dot-com crash, 2008 financial crisis, COVID pandemic. But here's what's interesting. In every crisis, some people got poorer and others got richer. The difference wasn't luck, it was mindset. People with victim mindset see crisis as the end of the world. People with growth mindset see crisis as opportunity. The question isn't if you'll face financial difficulties, you will. The question is how you'll react when it happens. Will you play victim or will you get stronger? The choice is always yours. And here's the secret. When you develop the habit of turning obstacles into opportunities, you become unstoppable. Now you might be thinking, this sounds nice, Frankie, but does it actually work? Absolutely. And we have the research to prove it. Bankrate just published a study showing that mindset might be the most important factor in becoming a millionaire. They found that even people with modest incomes can become wealthy over time if they have the right mindset. Georgetown University studied over 2,000 people and found that those with financial mindfulness have higher credit scores, make better investment decisions, and are less likely to make emotional money mistakes. The research shows that financially mindful people don't avoid their finances. They don't ignore credit card statements when things get tough. They engage with their money proactively, even when it's uncomfortable. They're also less likely to fall into what researchers call the sunk cost fallacy. That's when you keep doing something that isn't working just because you've already put time or money into it. Instead, they make decisions based on what's best for their future, not what they've done in the past. So how do you actually start changing your mindset? Here's what you can do today. First, start each morning by reminding yourself that you deserve wealth. Look in the mirror and say, I deserve to be wealthy. I'm capable of building wealth. I'm going to take action today. Second, when you catch yourself worrying about money, ask, what can I do about this right now? Focus on the next step, not the whole journey. Third, write down your big financial vision. Then ask yourself, what's the smallest step I can take today toward this vision? Take that step. Fourth, practice reframing. When something happens that you don't like, ask yourself, what could this mean that would help me? You get to choose. Fifth, practice turning problems into opportunities. When challenges come up, ask, how can I use this situation to my advantage? Here's what I want you to do right now. First, write down your big financial vision. What do you really want? $1 million in retirement? Enough passive income to quit your job? A house paid off? Write it down. Second, pick the smallest possible step you can take toward that vision today. Maybe it's opening an investment account. Maybe it's reading one article about personal finance. Maybe it's calculating your net worth. Third, take that step today. Remember, the S&P 500 has averaged about 10% returns over time. That means if you invest consistently, your money roughly doubles every 7 years, but only if you start. Time is your biggest advantage when building wealth. Every day you wait is a day of compound growth you're giving up. Let me be real with you for a second. I know some of you are thinking, Frankie, this mindset stuff sounds good, but I've got real problems. I've got bills to pay. I've got debt. I can't just think my way to wealth. You're right. Positive thinking alone won't pay your bills. But here's what will. Positive thinking plus action. These mindset shifts aren't about pretending your problems don't exist. They're about changing how you approach those problems. Instead of, I'll never get out of debt, try, I'm learning how to manage money better every day. Instead of, I can't afford to invest, try, I'm starting small and building my way up. Instead of, rich people are lucky, try, I'm developing the habits that create wealth. See the difference? Same problems, different approach. And that different approach leads to different results. Look, the difference between people who build wealth and people who don't isn't intelligence. It's not education. It's not even how much money they start with. The difference is mindset. People who build wealth believe they deserve it. They stay focused on the present instead of getting paralyzed by fear. They think big but start small. They choose empowering meanings for everything that happens, and they use every situation to their advantage. These aren't just nice ideas. They're proven strategies backed by research from top universities and financial institutions. The question is, are you ready to make these mindset shifts? Are you ready to stop making excuses and start building real wealth? Are you ready to take control of your financial future? If the answer is yes, then start today. Start right now. Your future wealthy self is counting on the decisions you make in this moment. Remember, you deserve financial freedom. You have everything you need to make it happen. The only question is, will you? Thanks for watching. If this helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk about building wealth. Here at Frankie Finance, we believe everyone can and deserves to be wealthy.